Okay, so this is part 2 of Media Magic, Ultimate Media Magic training program, and really excited to be getting started and having everybody here tonight. I must confess, and I don't normally like to do this, but I told all of you guys to send me your homework, and I said, please, I'm doing this as an extra thing. You know, I may not get to it, but I, in my heart, was like so committed to doing it, and I'm still so committed to doing it, but I actually got sick and ended up in the hospital out of town. So I'm much better now, but I'm not 100%. I started diving into things and looking at them, and we'll go over them tonight, but I just want you to know that I'm committed to really making you guys all shine, and I did read through some of them, but I wanted to give you some feedback, and we'll be going through it tonight even in more detail. But I loved that every single one of you jumped right on it, turned stuff in. I know that there's some of you that are just, you know, coming in late and really busy schedules, so you're doing the best you can, which is perfect. You'll be learning as we go along, but I just wanted you to know kind of my part of it, that I will be getting to that in the next couple of days, because I've blocked aside time in the next couple of days to be certain that I give you feedback in addition to tonight. So with that, tonight's agenda, what we did last week was we focused on the elevator pitch, creating those multiple elevator pitches, and I said, please send me 2 or 3, which some of you did, which is great. And I also said, let's start that 12-step to your Power Bio. 12-step Power Bio. So what I'd like to do for starters, and tonight we're gonna complete some of those and hone those in, and then we'll talk about the homework for next week. But let's go ahead, and I'd like to check in with each one of you. First, just as a personal check-in, and then we'll go around and talk about the homework. So let's just do a quick check-in. Kind of, is there anything that came up for you, any successes, any challenges, where are you at, and try to keep it to maybe 2 or 3 minutes, if that's all right. All right, Veronica, you want to go first?
This sounds bad, but I could not find it.
You couldn't find which?
The Power Bio to do the homework. Where is it?
Oh, you couldn't. Okay.
Remember, those videos, I only worked that out yesterday. Sorry.
Okay. No, that's fine. That's fine. It came in an email, so I'll make sure that it gets sent to you again, the 12 steps, and that way you have it. So.
And I will do it.
What's that?
I will complete it.
Oh, I know you will. I know you will. You're a get it done girl. Hold on just a second. Okay, great. So I know you've been doing a lot of other programs in your business, and you're really, really on this quantum leap to take not only your business to the next level, but doing some personal growth too. So I just want to acknowledge you I want to acknowledge everybody, but I want to acknowledge you for all the hard work, and I know it's a lot to squeeze in everything that you're doing. So thank you for being here. Thank you. Okay, you guys did not get to meet Rebecca last week, but Rebecca is an amazing superstar. If you have some background noise, if you don't mind muting it when you're not chatting, that would be great. Rebecca, you want to go ahead and do a quick intro and say hello?
Hi. I'm trying to figure this all out, and I can tell that I keep clicking things on and off. So anyway, hello everybody. I'm Rebecca, and I'm an immersive entertainment consultant. I'm starting a nonprofit and have a lot on my plate, but I'm excited. I met Shannon at CEO Space and really looking forward to her knowledge and her wisdom to grow my business. So.
Great. Well, welcome. I'm so glad you're here, and I love your picture. So there should be in the top center a thing that you can click your camera on and off, your mic on and off, and that. So, oh, perfect. All right. Okay. Nalito, you want to go ahead and share next? Just a quick check-in, and then we'll get started on the elevator pitches in Power Bio?
Okay. My Power Bio, I've been doing it. My challenge is when it comes to talk about success, how many years you've been doing it, and and the rewards that you had that they give you in the and the conversation that you create with your business. That is kind of how a little bit of challenges. And the rest of the stuff I already have an idea. I did at the beginning. I send you an example of my Power BI, so I'm kind of there.
Great. Yeah, it is when you're just getting started, as we talked about last week a lot. It's it's coming up with that language. But I think you're off to a really great start by leveraging some of the people that you work with. So you got the idea, and I think you're off to a great start. So I'm glad you're here.
Thank you.
All right, Judy. You got your camera this time. Yay!
I do, yeah. So here I am.
Welcome.
Doing okay, yeah. I'm sorry I can only be on short tonight. I have a couple other commitments I have to keep. But I'm doing good. You know, I worked on the bio, trying to get some of that put together, and then working on a couple different drafts of trying to get out some PR work. And so that's where I'm at.
Oh, great. Good, good, good. Yeah, I got your press release. I was able to glance at it real quick. I was going to suggest, since you're moving really quick, is to listen to how to write the press release, because the format is totally
different.
Format, tagline, and all of that. It wouldn't, in my experience, get picked up. But it's great. I'm glad you're doing it. which is awesome.
Good.
But
I will do that. I'll do that and resubmit it for you.
We'll go into a lot more detail into that in the next class. That's when we really start diving in. With the press right now, because the Power Bio takes a little bit of time for people and the elevator pitches.
Right.
That's why we kind of start those in the beginning, so that they can start mastering how they're communicating. Because if you write a good press release, but on the phone you can't communicate, then it's a wash. So you really have to master that elevator pitch so that it's quick, clear, and concise, so that people want to write the story, and it's beyond the words.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, David. Oh, you're muted.
Okay. I think. Is that better?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay. Hey, everyone. So I'm doing well. Just getting crazy here. We're about to go into inducement on Friday with my wife. So I've been really preparing the house and preparing things. And working like frantically, because I know that this is going to be big chunk of time that I won't have, because I'm going to be busy trying to get a baby, pushing my wife to get a baby here. So, but I've been doing great. Had a lot of good aha moments from our meeting yesterday, and been working with applying some of the things that you taught yesterday as well.
Great.
So I'm doing great. Yeah.
Oh, good. And did you get my email I sent you a little bit ago?
I did. Thank you. I'm working on getting that finalized. And thank you for that so much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, you bet. Okay, good. Thank you. All right, Brandy.
Yes. I have a little bit of a problem with, I just focus mainly. And so I began, actually it has on here the result of overcoming the obstacles in the way. And so, first I had to realize that I've had some issues that are trying to keep me from, just diving in and going forward and making things happen. And so I began talking with Brian Ridgway last night, and we're working on breaking some of those down, and I hope by the next time we meet, I will have all of these, ready for you guys to listen to.
Perfect. Well, just so that you know, Brandy, I got to get to know you at the last event, which I was really grateful that I felt honored that you shared some of what you shared with me, and And so what you do right in your Power Bio, I will keep confidential unless you want me to share. You know, there may be things that are highlighted, but if there's certain stories where you're like, just write confidential on it. But there is a way many times to wordsmith those. So so I hear that you're trying to move it to where it feels good. Is that right? Some of them, or finding the positive in them.
Yes, just trying to get everything to come together, and I don't mind. I don't mind you sharing. There's nothing there that
Okay.
Actually, we had such a big response to what I was going through last night. It ended up helping a whole lot of women that was on there. So.
Yeah, one of the things that's great about when you have a group like this is that we learn from each thing. So I guess just letting you know, Brandy, feel free to write down whatever it is, and we'll find a way to use that to may or not may not, but I found a lot of stories of people's past we can use to really showcase or even write publicity about it. That helps generate income, that helps generate awareness, that helps help others, like you just said. So, thank you. I'm so glad you're doing Brian's class. Brian is absolutely amazing. He's really, really a great guy. Okay, let's check in with Bill. Hi, Bill. Oh, I can't hear you. No, I still can't hear you. Okay, so Bill, real quick, because Judy has to go. If you can keep messing with that for a minute. Judy, I'd love to just hear your elevator pitch again real quick, if that's okay. And I don't know how much time you have.
Okay. For my elevator pitch, do you want me to focus on the Academy or more on Nina?
You know what? I want you to have a few of them.
Okay.
So by the time we're done, I'd like you to have a few of them. So whatever is good. Last time I think you worked on her book, right?
Right. So I can do the Academy this time.
Okay.
I have some materials here for that, so that'd be fine.
Okay.
Alrighty. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you great.
Excellent, thanks. I'm on my iPhone. I never knew I could do this on my iPhone. Just so.
Isn't that cool? I was just saying, you must be on your phone. It's coming out
really.
No,
it's wonderful.
Yeah, your picture is really clear too.
Good, good. I did charge my laptop all day, but I didn't have the power switch on, so it didn't work for tonight. So anyway, the elevator pitch is basically, and I've used this when I've done some conventions, is that Majestic Wellness Academy is a nonprofit comprehensive wellness educational center focused on cleansing and weight loss with a primary focus on your lymphatic system. This program was funded by Nina Venturella, who's been performing extract on thousands of clients for many years and now has the opportunity to educate others on this cleansing process. The company is dedicated to providing professional, affordable education for those interested in the healing arts profession, continuing education, or just personal and a deeper relationship with Jesus. Nina believes that the purpose that she has been given this is in order to help others gain knowledge and train. And that's it.
Okay. How are you getting people interested with that, or tell me how you're?
So far, when I use that pitch, I have my numbers here. When I used that pitch at the convention we were at, we probably did like 27 demos. We sold about 35 books, and for the amount of traffic we had, that was pretty decent. We didn't have optimal location. We were at this vendor fair, and they put us in the very, very back, very end of the room, in a very crowded room, and etc. We were all pleased, with the outcome, and so now we're just working the leads from the people that signed up and said they had an interest.
Okay, so for me personally, and I love everybody else's feedback, that did not make me want to know more.
Excited? Okay.
It did not get me to say, wow, I need this.
Okay.
How about everybody else? Shake your head if yes, it made me want to know more, or no, I didn't feel like I wanted to know more.
Okay, good. It's good to know.
Okay.
On a Christian level, you know, I wanted to know more. Of course, she was talking about Jesus, but just, you know, as somebody that was trying to promote it, it would probably have to be a little more
Okay.
enthusiastic.
Yeah.
Well, a little more sizzle to the language. So when I met Nina, some of the things that she talked about that got me really excited was that you know, and it could be language like, we all know that every day we connect with multiple toxins for our body. And it's not only what we eat, but it's also how we detox that impacts our life. And so Nina, the founder of blah, 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 blah Academy, and I'm sorry, I'm not
That's fine. Yeah.
Has developed a proprietary system that she's done on thousands of people across the globe. I would use the word across the globe.
Okay.
That is literally, and this is just a rough draft here.
Sure.
It's literally like an oil change for the body.
Okay. That's good.
And many times our body doesn't know how good it can feel until it actually has this experience.
Okay.
You've heard that saying, we don't know what we don't know?
Right.
Well, when it comes to this particular modality, until you've actually experienced a demo and had that complete lymphatic drain, you don't know all that's possible for how you feel, how you think, how your energy is. You know, maybe give them a list of things that are more media.
And I could even tie in probably some testimonials there, you know, which would be helpful. Yeah, that's good. I think I was not being as personable with it, you know, and I was keeping it more to appeal to the educators, not to the individual. But I think what you're saying is totally a much better direction to go.
Yeah. So you guys, did you guys feel like you want to know a little bit more about what Nina does? Yeah. I'm telling you, what she does is amazing. Everybody should be shaking their head yes. So somehow, Judy, we want to get that language so that every single person that you talk to, that you have a 90% closing ratio.
Okay.
Because I think that the modality, from what I've heard from Nina and what I've seen, is something that everybody needs. And through this, you know, through this class, the idea is that you get a language that gets people going, oh my gosh.
Right.
I want to know more. I want to know more.
Right. Okay, excellent. I appreciate that.
Okay, great. Any other quick feedback for her? No? Okay, great. I saw Veronica clapping. Okay, so now who else wants to do their elevator pitch? I'm just going to pick on people. Rebecca, I've got you up on my screen. Can I pick you?
Oh my goodness. Well, so as you all know, I'm joining late, and oh man, I tried to pull out of this because I was feeling really overwhelmed. So Shannon was like, "No, stick with it. This is going to help you and assist you." And I'm with her as far as, you know, sometimes when I'm just talking about my project, I tend to light up and everyone's like, oh, I hear it in your voice. And then when I come in for the elevator pitch, it's a totally different story. Right now I'm working on setting up a nonprofit. It's called the Creation Foundation. And it's a collaborative performing arts foundation that fuels the togetherness of artists in a dynamic way. We believe by creating performance art pieces and experiences that connect all individuals of our community, we will better the lives of all whom surround us and touch the hearts one by one.
I have to give you I can see there's a lot of great things. Like, I love your energy. Like, you really light up, and I could feel your heart. I could feel your connection to this. Like, this is, like, you're living your life's purpose. Couldn't everybody feel that? Like, This is, this is what you're here to do. So whenever I connect with people and I can see that in their eyes, sometimes the words don't matter. Really, really. I mean,
really hung up on the words. I've written my.
There is a place, even though I'm teaching you elevator pitches.
Yeah.
I just know that sometimes when people can feel your heart and what you're about and feel your passion, the words aren't as important. But all we're here to do is fine-tune it so that you can be that magnet for what you want, so that your closing ratio can go from X amount to X amount. Or your income, one of the things that Rebecca and I are talking about is what she's making per project and what she's making per job. Because you look at her bio, and I think she should be, I said immediately you need to double your rates. So this, when you start communicating in a certain language, there's a lot of influence that you can have on different areas of your life. So with that, I just wanted to start with that. I wanted you to know that I wasn't really I wasn't really connecting to anything concrete. So I need some examples. I need some, maybe some ideas on. One of the ways we do this is from ... Okay. So my brain can connect with something because it seemed really ethereal, just up here, and I wasn't able to kind of ground with how I can help you. I have $1 million Rolodex, so literally when I talk to people, I think of people that they can connect with. That's what my brain does naturally, and I had a hard time connecting, making those connections for you, and I want to at least be able to contribute, so I need to know a little more.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, great. And just so you know, we're going to continue to work on these elevator pitches, and some of you have, many of you have emailed them to me, which is powerful and awesome. We want to have 2 or 3 of these that are just, by the time we get to this end of this course, you can read it, and all of us are like shaking our head, going, "Yes, I want, I want to be involved. I want to know what you're doing. I know this person, so we will get there. You're just at the beginning, and it takes a little bit of time, but we'll get there." So thank you, Rebecca. Thank you for trusting me and being here.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so who wants to go next? Oh, you guys look all so eager. I'm going to pick on...
I'll go next.
Oh, good. Do it.
Can you hear me?
Oh, yes, Bill. Sorry, don't... Let's do our check-in first. Can we do our check-in?
Yeah, I did have a little bit of a challenge with the Power Bio, and it was really the challenge I faced was I've done a lot of things over the years, and just thinking about how they relate to what I'm doing now. And so I had to do a lot of reframing in the way I think about it. So I'm in a really good place to move forward with it, because everything I've done in the way of business and different areas are all things that I can use where I'm at now. So it's definitely a lot to talk about. So that was kind of the challenge I faced.
Yeah. But do you feel like you're able to get?
Oh yeah, I can move forward.
Oh, good. I'm glad you're able to do that on your own. A lot of times I have to do mini strategy sessions with people to kind of help break through. So how did you move through with it? Can you share it with other people?
Well, even though that wasn't, for example, I spent 12 years as a jewelry manufacturer, and I thought about all the different aspects of that and all the different things that I did that in the way of working with customers, and the experience I had there, how it would equate and how I could answer a lot of the questions that are in the Power Bio. How did I overcome problems? How did I start? Just a lot of those things. So, are all things that I can take and kind of repurpose into what I'm doing today.
You just gave me a great idea. So hopefully we can incorporate some of this for what you're doing. So you dealt with jewelry. I hope in your bio you can talk about things of dealing with millions of dollars in inventory.
Yeah.
With millions of dollars in inventory, whether you be trusted with it, you handled, you managed. and you probably dealt with a lot of gold, so you could maybe talk about you were dealing with one of the #1 currencies in the world or top commodities in the world. I don't know the statistics on that, but there could be some language around that.
I've also dealt with a lot of designers that have jewelry and places like Neiman Marcus and Dillard's and a lot of the name brand clothing stores. So I mean, I've taken jewelry from concept to a finished product. And so a lot of that stuff that I did there, I can use. I've got a lot of experience working in the community with people. So, I mean, it's all stuff that it's going to benefit the people I work with now.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Oh, that's awesome.
I just had to reframe it and think about it differently.
Oh, that's awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That is great. That's a huge success. So, let's hear your elevator pitch.
Okay, I've got a couple of them, so I'm going to do this one. Hi, my name is Bill. I'm the founder of Polystream Marketing. We specialize in internet marketing. We market everything from digital media to real estate. Our flagship product currently is a self-care program for people who are helping in the helping profession. These are people in all areas of direct care of others who suffer from an ailment called vicarious trauma or secondary trauma, which is not something that people even realize that they're experiencing. The thing is that 8 out of 10 practicing professionals are not aware of this ever-present risk that they are continually at risk for. This type of trauma really is inherent to every professional in the direct care industry or anybody that works with people. This type of trauma is where a person experiences trauma along with those they serve, but the professional or the person that provides a service is not able to take the time to recover, to grieve, or before they encounter the next trauma. So more than 90% of all people in the field of direct care, such as social workers, counselors, doctors, people in the ministry, healthcare providers, and case managers, to name only a few, are people that face burnout, and many will leave their field injured emotionally and never return. This program teaches professionals what self-care is and how to effectively implement a care plan and build resilience into their lives. And people who practice self-care have less stress-induced illness, they have happier marriages and families, and are able to recharge their batteries on their off time. Not to mention that they are able to really put safe and good boundaries in their life professionally and personally. And so if you'd like to know more about it, get a hold of us at polystreammarketing.com.
All right. So
that would have to be a long elevator ride.
Yes, I was going to say that'd have to be a long elevator ride, but I definitely learned a lot. There was a couple things that came up for me. One is I would figure out some way to start out with the 8 out of 10 people. You know, did you know, or the 8 out of 10 people deal with this trauma and they're not even aware of it. Because once you got into that stat, like when you said vicarious trauma, my brain was like, what? I haven't heard of it before. So I don't know what everybody else thought about that. I wasn't able to connect the dots. I think you have so many. What kept going through my head was there were so many different press releases that you can write just between helping with employee retention, helping with marriages. I mean, you said a few of the bullet points, but I was just thinking about corporations and stuff. So can you just tell me real quick the product again?
It's well, actually it's a concept. I don't have the product right now. It's something that I want to develop.
Okay.
And, I actually have started putting material together, but it would be it would have a couple different layers to it. First of all, it would educate people because they don't know.
Can you hold on just a second?
Yes.
I just wanted to acknowledge the fact that you said that as if it was already there. That's like bravo, because it was just like really powerful that I had no idea. You said it with confidence, you said it with certainty, and that to me says so much about you like doing this thing. So I'm sorry, I had to when you said it's a concept, I'm still working on things. That's really, really powerful. So thank you. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
That's okay. Well, where were we? Oh, it would have, first of all, an education piece, because people that have been in the field, we'll just use social workers as an example, don't know what vicarious trauma is or how it even affects them. So I think, first of all, they need to have that knowledge before they can really appreciate the benefits. Then it would have tools and different things that would help them to put things in place. The training would be around boundaries. It would be about what self-care is, and self-care is not just going to the spa. It's how you incorporate it in every aspect of your life.
Lifestyle.
Lifestyle, absolutely. It would how you deal with people, how far you let them into your life, professionally, personally, on all different levels, and because many people do actually leave this field burned out, for a little while and never come back. So it would have an education piece, plus a coaching piece, and then some tools like plans and just different things like that.
Okay. So this sounds like a really big vision. I would love some time just to connect with you outside of this. So let's make sure we do just to talk a little bit more about that. I want to be able to connect. So one of the questions I had for you is, why did you use the word? And again, I'm always learning new things, so I sometimes I'm just ignorant. I need an education. Why did you use the word help as opposed to service industry? Help industry as opposed to service industry?
The helping industry.
Because is that a formal name, or I'm just not, I guess I'm not familiar.
Not really, and language is a big thing with me. So I have a difficult time calling people clients or patients or customers. I really like to look at them more as individuals. So, and when I am a social worker, so I don't look at providing a service so much as helping. And so I get my satisfaction out of realizing that people can get to a place where they don't need me. So it's more about helping and teaching as opposed to providing a service.
Okay. So, and I totally can resonate with that because there's so many different languages, and I know one thing with media is that we do, at least from the media standpoint, want to converse in a way that's mainstream. Absolutely. Especially if you want to have an impact. And let's say like you're going after investors for your project, you're going to want to communicate some things that are mainstream. So we'll talk a little bit about that. And we want to develop a shorter one, like you said. But it's awesome. You put a lot of time into it, and it's great. Anybody else have any quick feedback before we move on?
I would like to give him some feedback.
Yes.
Hi, Bill.
Hey.
So I would have to say, coming from in my day job, I'm a personal health and wellness coach. Mm-hmm. And so I'm very particular about wording and kind of how we discuss things as well. And something that I kept hearing was trauma. And I know that you're really trying to assist people. And see, I don't use the word help either because I feel like it enables people, but that's a nor here or there. But I would just suggest that maybe looking at your elevator pitch and really narrowing down when to use the word trauma, because it's a negative connotation, and so maybe you can just find ways that it comes across a little more positive, even though it's about a traumatic experience. Does that make sense?
It does. Yeah. But my overall customer is the professional, not the person that they would be serving. So the product is built around preventing this trauma or something that we experience when we work with people. For example, if I'm working with somebody and they experience a death or a loss in their family, that's a loss that they experience or some kind of traumatic experience, and you as a professional experience that right along with them. They get to go and recover and grieve. You get to turn around and walk out of that house and go into the next crisis situation with a person. And then at the end of the day, you take all that home, you get up the next morning. So you really never have a chance to catch up. And so many times we don't have things in place that enables us to care for ourselves in an effective way. So I think I appreciate what you're saying, but trauma is really what the product is about preventing us experiencing. And the word vicarious is we live through that trauma with people.
Yeah. No, I hear you. I'm just maybe suggesting that it's
Yeah,
used a
no.
little bit less.
Well, let me ask you a question. Do you have another word that would be better?
You know, I don't know. I mean, I've gone through a handful of my own trauma as well, and I think it's more of how a product or a service will assist me through a traumatic experience, and how just hearing. That's all I'm saying, is that I heard a lot of that.
Yeah, and I think, Rebecca, I'm sorry if it's okay, I think that I just actually did a thesaurus on it, and I think the thing of maybe there's more power in using that word once or twice, but there's actually a lot of words here that I'm seeing: disturbance, stress, strain, which you use the word stress. Do you know anything about psychoneuroimmunology?
No.
Bill, have you incorporated that at all?
Not a lot.
Write that down, psychoneuroimmunology, and you might be able to bring in some of the science, the medical science behind what you're talking about.
Say that again. What is that?
Psychoneuroimmunology. Let me tell you how to spell it. Sorry, I know as I make a mess. I'll type it right into the thing as I listen to the next person. You see the chat room on the side, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I type it right here, yeah, I'll type it right in there because it's pretty long, and then look that up. I think that you'll be able to get some stats and some facts and some language and some things that can really help anchor it in. And they talk about, so instead of trauma, they talk about permanent recovery. They use it as a recovery guide, as a support and resource guide. And it's a little different than what you're referring to, but like here's this book that has all these doctors talking about psychoneuroimmunology, which has to do a lot with the traumas that affect us and how that plays out in our health and different things. So it's pretty remarkable.
Secondary trauma or vicarious trauma is actually a word that's used with people in a helping profession or service profession, and so that is not just the word I made up.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't think that you did, but
no, I was just I had some questions around that.
Yeah.
Shannon, can I comment? It's you.
Yep.
I think when he reworks that speech, a lot of the verbiage will be cut out anyway. So the use of the word, and I thought so too, that I heard it a number of times. And again, trauma, I agree with Rebecca, but I wanted to overlook that because his elevated speech was too long. So it could be when he reworks it that, in fact, it wouldn't, be overwhelming.
Yeah. Yeah. Great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Oh, Bill, are you frozen? Oh. Hopefully he keeps moving here. Okay. Typed in psychoneuroimmunology in the side. Thank you so much, Bill. And yes, and again, we're just keeping working on this and getting to know each other, and it'll be really wonderful. Okay, my mother-in-law has called me twice, but I want to hear Hugh next. Let me just tell her I'm on a webinar. I'm so sorry. Hey, Mom, I'm actually doing a webinar right now, and is there any way you can call Ari? Oh. Okay. Thank you. Sorry. You. You're next.
Okay. Here we go. Over 90% of network and internet marketers make little or no money in a year. The majority of marketers spend over $200 per month trying to build their businesses, but become frustrated due to lack of income. Hi, my name is Hugh Schwartz. I'm the president of Personal Wealth Resource. Not too long ago, I was in that position. My company provides the help a marketer needs to be successful, through reliable coaching and comprehensive income generating systems and support. We help you get more time for your family, relaxation, improved health, and the things you really want to enjoy. For more information, we'll be happy to provide that to you, no obligation, from workonlineworld.com. Thank you.
I don't know where Shannon went, but Hugh, that was awesome.
Yeah, that was great. But we're losing people left and right here.
Man, what an elevated speech.
No, it was great. I think most of us heard it, but we're falling off. I think you actually floored everybody.
That was good, Hugh. You blew us right out of here.
Hi, man. Thank you, man. Oh, man. Let's see if we can get Shannon back here. I'll try. Let's see here. Let me jump in here. Oh, let's see what's happening with her.
Can you guys hear me right now?
Oh, yeah,
I think it's just on her now. I think we lost half the people.
Yeah, we just, oh, man. Okay.
It was a powerful pitch. It just blows up.
I wonder if that link will work again.
It should.
I wonder if it'll work again. Let's see if I can get her. I'll try. Or she may have to do a new link.
That was weird, huh?
Oops. Oh, what's going on here?
Okay, guys, I'm back.
Uh-oh.
Everyone's coming back.
Not quite.
We're missing Neo and Shannon.
Brandy.
And Brandy. Yeah, we're missing about 3.
Well, and Shannon.
Shannon who?
Yeah. You know. We'll just do this without her. No biggie.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Dude, that's awesome. So, do you, what, the one thing I didn't hear was, like, who would be your market?
Internet network and internet marketers.
Okay. Did you say that at the beginning of your speech?
Yeah, over 90% of network and internet marketers. And then I also, I again said it, my company provides the help a marketer needs. So.
Yeah. I heard marketer, I just didn't, like, because that was said at the beginning, I forgot it by the end sort of thing.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, she said that catches.
My company needs help with marketing, right? So, here, you see what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah.
So yeah, it would network and internet marketers.
Okay.
So that's right at the beginning. Perhaps I need to either slow my rate of speech at the beginning.
Or no, or just maybe say it again, like reiterate right at the end, like, you know, so if you are that network marketer, I'm the guy for you, or something. I don't know.
Right. I actually had that. You're right. You know what? You're thinking with me, because I had that, and then when I was talking to Shannon, I took it out.
I hear you, and it's funny because when I'm listening to people, I feel like I can completely be like with them, but then when it's my own stuff, I'm like, oh,
but
goodness.
You know, but that's how I think we are working together, and I think that's good. Is that we need to realize we're working together as a team. Really, I like when she said mastermind, because we wouldn't be here if we were, you know. So we were all kind of looking to. I mean, I got another elevator speech, but that's the one that. That's where I am working. That's my business. So I need to be able to communicate that, like she says, in 30 seconds, you know, in an elevator.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me see if I can get her back and find out what's happening here.